Okay, I've made a little prototype here, just very rudimentary compared to what will be built. This is a rectangular shape, and of course the shape that the grand scheme will be done is in the shape of a Salvation Army shield. But let me give you some three-dimensional. You see five tumblers in here. They have that red one, the blue one, the black one, the yellow, and the green one. That's for the coins to tumble on as they go down the shield. And I've got them spaced apart. They are 5 blocks apart from each other. In other words, I tried to use a quarter, which is the most common largest coin, but even a 50-cent piece would easily fit between, even a 50-cent piece would easily fit between here, but also 3 rows apart. There's 3 clear rows between the tumblers. And the reason also I put 5 blocks apart is so that on the 3rd block, right in the middle here, the 3rd block in the middle is where I put the next tumbler down. 3 rows down, actually the 4th row, 1, 2, 3, the 4th row down, so there's plenty of space, is where the next tumbler is, so that a coin fitting between the two would most likely hit the next one down, just to make as much tumbling as possible of the coins, get as much action as possible. Now, this face right here is where the Salvation Army logo would appear. These tumblers, even though this is red, blue, black, yellow, green, these would be transparent. You wouldn't really, they wouldn't be colorful. You'd be trying to be them as translucent as possible. And what you don't see here would be the fact that the reason why you see there's 2 pegs coming out from them. This peg here, this is where there'd be air, but this peg, the outermost peg, would be the final and the outermost layer of complete translucent bricks. So you could see this logo through the outermost translucent layer of translucent bricks. And between the two would be where the coins slide down, which would be, where this layer is. That's the layer that the coins would be hitting, and this layer is to hold the bricks, the translucent bricks. And of course you'd have the support layer on the outside as well. And this you'd have maybe as many as 20 layers beyond that in thickness for stability. This is just to show the outermost 3 layers where the action takes place. You'd have, I lost my quarter, but you'd have maybe as many as 20 bricks thick for stability, so that you'd have, it would not be as fragile, of course, as this. This is just showing the most complex aspect of what this would be in terms of design. I also noticed that if this is the outermost wall of the shield, and I put something in between these two, no problem with putting something between these two on the next level, on the 4th level down, but if I put something between the wall and this tumbler on the 4th level down here, that was a problem because things got stuck between the wall and that tumbler. So I had to remove the tumbler here, and I had to remove the tumbler here because things got stuck. It was not enough distance. I tried to move it in one here, but it wasn't enough. It still was not enough for a quarter to pass, certainly not enough for a $50, or maybe even a dollar coin. Sometimes we get those to pass through. And I moved it in even one more, and then there wasn't enough room between these 2 tumblers. So you just have to remove it completely. There has to be 5 brick spaces. When I say 5 brick spaces, I mean, these bricks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There has to be 5 of these nodules between the wall and the next tumbler. At least 5, and there needs to be 5 between each one. So there'll be a good distance between the wall sometimes, but that's okay. That's okay. But this seems to be the pattern that will work. Any questions, of course, please give me a call.